I'm Leanne Smith, and today I will not only be showing you guys my New Year's resolutions, but I will also be giving you guys the perfect guide when it comes to setting your own. So you guys are probably thinking like, okay, Leanne, we know what New Year's resolutions and goals are, like what more can you show us? We'll get to it, be patient. This is also the second time that I'm trying to film this video because in the previous one I just couldn't speak for the life of me, so let's make it work this time.
Hold up.
Okay, let's cut right to the chase, give you guys exactly what you want, the reason why you clicked on this video, the guide to setting your New Year's resolutions effectively. So I want to start by giving you guys a different perspective as to what New Year's resolutions are and why we set them. I said it in my Reset My Life Challenge videos, which if you guys are interested in creating the perfect start over and resetting completely for 2019, that is the challenge for you. It will be linked down below. But I said something on the third day of that challenge which really spoke to me, and it really gave me a different and better perspective as to what New Year's resolutions are and why we set them and what makes it different than just setting normal goals. So I'm just going to play that part of the video now because I feel like I won't be able to say it so perfectly again to get the message through to you guys. So think about it this way. What do you want to do in 2019 that will change your life forever? Because that's what resolutions are. They are not just little goals that you set like short term. Resolutions are stuff that should stick with you throughout the years. That's why a resolution is for an entire year, because you have that entire year to work on it so that it can stick with you and kind of like become a habit or something that you're used to for the next years. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but I have never thought about it that way. Like, what do you want to change about your life in 2019? And it's something that should stick with you throughout the next years. It's not just something that you want to achieve, but it's something that you want to change about your life. So you want to start off by reflecting on your goals and resolutions of 2018. And the reason for this is because you want to learn from your mistakes and kind of think like, what did I do wrong about setting these resolutions? And I already did this in my Reset Your Life Challenge. Once again, go check it out if you are interested. And so I created this list of all of my resolutions, and then I kind of gave myself a review as to how I feel like I did with them. And so that also made me realize a lot about setting resolutions. Now, one thing that you have to remember, and it is so crucial and so important, and it is that less is more. Think about it this way. What's the point of having 15 resolutions when you're only going to achieve like 3 of them, rather than having 5 big and important resolutions and achieving all of them? I've talked about it before, and it's so important because then you can focus on each resolution individually and actually complete them all, rather than feeling overwhelmed and disappointed because you're not getting to everything that you want to accomplish. And so that's why you also have to prioritize. Think about your priorities and think about maximum 5 things that you want to change about your life in 2019. Now that you kind of have an idea of what your resolutions are going to be about, there's 3 things that you have to do with each resolution. I have 4 resolutions and I will go through them a little bit later just to give you guys a few ideas. But the 3 steps that you have to go through with every resolution is what, why, and how. By the way, I'm not taking credit for this. I was inspired by Michelle B. Go check her out if you want more productiveness videos. So you want to start off by thinking, what is your resolution going to be? And a little tip that I can give for you guys, stop looking at it separately. For instance, if you have 3 resolutions, drink more water, stop eating ice cream, start exercising. Instead of looking at it like 3 different resolutions, combine it and instead just say, have a healthier lifestyle. That's something that really helped me achieve my 2018 resolutions, because I was looking at everything overall and not at it separately like this, which that will come later into the how category. Second step, you want to think, why are you doing this? This is so important because you really shouldn't do anything without having a why. Think about why this is so important to you. How is it going to benefit you, and is it actually going to change your life? Because if it isn't going to change your life in the long term in any way, then it really shouldn't be a resolution. Step 3 is, how are you going to make this resolution a reality? What is your game plan? So that's basically the guide, and if you guys are a little bit lost, don't worry, I'm going to show you guys my New Year's resolutions in just a sec, and then you'll know a little bit more what I'm talking about. So every year I write my resolutions on the first page of my planner so that I can be reminded of this every single day. And this year I also try to have different resolutions, because each year everybody's like, be healthy and start exercising and start being positive. And that was my resolutions last year, and so this year I really wanted to have something different. And a great tip is to try and word your resolutions in a different way, a more effective way. And it sounds really confusing, but I'll show you guys now. So my first resolution is to have discipline. So last year I saw this quote that says, discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. And I feel like if I implement that in my life, it could make such a big difference if I just remember that quote and remember to have discipline. My why is because it leads to productivity and success. So this links back to changing the words you use for your resolution. So having discipline is such a wide category because this is going to affect what I eat, if I exercise, how early I go to bed. So instead of having the resolution of waking up earlier, eating healthier and start exercising, I just said have discipline, because having discipline covers all of that. My how is basically the things that I'm going to have to work on. So I have 3 of them, and the first one is to procrastinate less. The second one is to have a better sleep schedule, and then the third one is to make smaller choices. What I mean by making smaller choices, it's basically choosing the healthier options or choosing stuff that I know is going to benefit me and thinking about if it's going to benefit me in the future. Exactly the quote. Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. My second resolution is to grow on YouTube. So last year I had this goal of starting my YouTube channel, and I'm so proud that I did that. But this year I kind of want to work more on growing it. My why for this is because I want to influence more people, and one day I do want to make it a career. I'm not doing this for the money, I do it because I love it. But I want to do what I love for a living, and so I want to work on making this a career, and I want to make this the year that I really expand my audience. My game plan, number 1, I want to be more consistent. Last year I haven't uploaded as much as I would like to, but I must remember that it was my first year of YouTube, I was new to the thing, and this year I really want to focus on getting more videos out and weekly uploads, if I can say it like that. Secondly, I want to focus on quality rather than quantity. So this kind of overrides with the be more consistent one, but I have to find the balance because I would rather upload a few good quality videos that's going to do well rather than uploading every single week, but I'm not proud of what I'm putting out there and it's not doing well either. And the third one is to interact more. I want to try live streaming. I want to try premiering more. I want to use other sources to grow my YouTube channel. For instance, plug myself on Instagram. My third resolution, I had it last year as well, but I'm thinking about it in a different way. Again, I changed up the words. Last year, I called it to be more religious, and this year, I'm calling it getting closer to God. So it's not really about religion for me, but it's about my relationship with God this year. So if you're a Christian, you would know what I mean, but we go through these phases where we are super religious and we read Bible and we go to church, and then we get so busy all of a sudden and we kind of forget. And I feel like we drift with God, and I've noticed that the times where I'm super close with Him and I pray a lot and I read Bible a lot and I go to church, that is the times that I'm so happy and I feel more fulfilled. God just makes a big difference in my life, and I really want to work on our relationship this year. So my plans is to go to church more often. Church for me is not that important because I don't feel like it labels my relationship with God and says what a big Christian I am. But I do feel like going to church more often can teach me a lot of stuff, and doing Bible study and just having more to do with that, I feel like it could change my perspective and benefit me in a lot of different ways. So then more obvious stuff, I want to pray more and I want to read Bible more often. So I did this last year, and I'm so proud because last year was the year that I read Bible the most and I started praying a lot. But this year I want to really try and focus more on what I'm reading and what I'm praying about and make it more meaningful, not just reading over it, but trying to see the lesson behind it. The last thing that I want to do is listen to Joyce Meyer podcast. So Joyce Meyer is the writer of my Bible. She preaches and she has a podcast, and she is so helpful, guys, and she motivates and inspires me so much. So I really want to start listening to her podcast more. My last resolution is actually really surprising, and I decided on this last minute, and it is to stop existing and start living. So you guys are probably wondering, like, what does this mean and why is this a priority to you? So last year I had the resolution of not taking time for granted, and I really feel like I just didn't live up to that, and I have been wasting a lot of time. And then this December I have just been living. I wasn't just existing, I've been living. So I don't know if you guys have heard that quote before, but I've been exploring and going on adventures, and I really want to start doing that more in 2019 because I've learned that earthly stuff and luxuries doesn't bring me so much happiness than going on outings and spending time with friends and family and creating memories. So that's really a priority for me this year. I want to stop existing and start living. Something that really inspired me to have this as a resolution is because last year was one of the best years of my life. Like, seriously, and it's over now, and I've realized that time flies and I shouldn't really take it for granted and I shouldn't waste it on just existing. There are 4 things that I really want to remember throughout this year so that I can live up to this resolution. And the first one is to go on more outings. If you don't plan it, it's not going to happen. If you're not doing anything Saturday, plan to go ice skate with one of your friends. Plan to go on a picnic. Plan to go to the movies. Do stuff with your life. Fill up your spaces and really use your time to your advantage. The second one is to participate. I want to be a part of stuff. If I see the opportunity to participate and be a part of something, I really want to take it, which brings me to my next game plan, and it is to take my opportunities, because I am so blessed to get so much opportunities each year, and I really want to try grabbing all of them and not letting it slip away. My last plan is to step out of my comfort zone, and I've only really realized what this means this past month, because I've been doing things that I wouldn't usually do, and it just keeps your life really interesting and fun. Okay, so I really feel like these 4 plans is going to benefit each other and help each other in a way, because if I grab more opportunities and participate more in stuff, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone, and if I go on more outings, I'm also going to step out of my comfort zone and I'm going to take more opportunities. Yes, I really feel like those are going to help each other out. Okay, so I hope you guys found this helpful. I hope you have a different and better perspective as to what New Year's resolutions are and why we set them. If you do, give this video a big thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, which next week's video is actually also going to be related to this topic, New Year's and getting ready for 2019. So if you want to see that, make sure to subscribe to my channel and also hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload, because guys, you're not going to see my videos by just being subscribed, so hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video.